Hi guys, and welcome back to another episode, the final episode of Total Control with SD Huesca. Now this is kind of a bit of a party atmosphere kind of episode because, well, we already stayed up. We are 4 points from the drop zone with one match to go. We are unable to be relegated. There's still a hell of a battle taking place though between Girona, Valladolid and Getafe. Two of those three are going to be biting the dust, and honestly, I'm amazed that we've been able to do what we did. We've taken 35 points from our last 27 matches, which is a reasonable, it's a reasonable return. Like, that's a pretty solid return. If we'd have just had a better first 10 games, honestly, I think we were probably on for a 50-point season. I think we probably would have been about 11th place if we'd have had a full season playing like this. But you never really know, because some things go your way, some things don't. Maybe we'd have figured something out with the set pieces. Who knows? But as you can see today, the maximum we can finish is 16th, which is currently where we are. As much as the fact that we are 3 points behind Vallecano with a better goal difference, unfortunately our head-to-head is worse. So Girona could overtake us today. But we've got a home game against Alaves, who are not exactly brilliant themselves. So I'd like to think we could finish off by grabbing our 11th win of the season and really finish off in style with 38 points from 38 matches, which is dead on point a game, which is about as perfect as I really would have wanted in terms of keeping Huesca up, and hopefully it will allow us to move a little bit further clear of the relegation places. So yeah, top goal scorer, as you can see, Juan Hernandez with 8 goals. He is an enigma of a player, I've got to say. He really, really is. Do not worry, there will still be some more content after this finishes. I'm going to be putting a video out where I talk about beta stuff, as well as get your opinions and a vote for the manager of Notts County. All sorts of cool stuff coming with the Notts County thing, potentially. Might talk a little bit about that other save I have planned for later on as well. But also, we're going to do in the Polonia looking forward. I've been running the simulation over the entire weekend from like noon on Friday to noon today, which is Monday. So it's a 72 hours to sim, and it managed to do 51 years. So that's going to be a very different type of video. It's going to be more than one video because I'm decided to split it up because I don't have time to record the amount that I want to in one chunk. So we're going to have several little episodes. But essentially, we're going to revisit 95 players that I've got on a big list. It's randomized as well. I'll explain it more in the thing too, but we're going to go through everything so we can really see what happened, including managerial careers of players if they've had one, hence the 51 years. It's going to be dope. Anyway, enough about that. Today, it's all about the final day of the season. Hopefully we can come up with something special. I really want to win this one, just to give the crowd something to cheer for on the final day, as I take my final match in charge of the club. They're not going to like that so much, I don't think. And Luisinho has decided to retire at the end of the season. Well, I mean, fair play to him, I suppose. Let's try and see if he'll reconsider anyway, just for the future of the team. Uh-oh. Alaves play like this. I don't like teams that play this system. We generally struggle. There's some other games here. I guess some other teams have still got games to play, or are these their final fixtures? I hope not, because that would be kind of shit. Oh, it is a load of teams' final games. That's really weird. So Betis win again and move into 12th place in the end, 42 points, huge one for them. But they beat Girona in so doing, and that is big, because it firstly means we're guaranteed 16th spot, but it also means that Valladolid and Getafe both could potentially leapfrog them on the final day now. Their work is basically done for the season. So that is a strange situation to have not all the games played at once, which is kind of weird, but what can you do, I suppose? It does still feel a bit weird that the games aren't all on the same day. That kind of sucks, but what can you do? Right, so let's prepare the final week of training to go and get a win, hopefully. So, we want our teamwork in there. We're going to get rid of ball retention, and we're also going to get rid of ground defense to put in our usual stuff, and then we'll kind of just go with that, I think. Camacho wants to retire as well. Well, I'm not going to try and convince him because he doesn't like me anyway. Yaya Toure's God, everyone's bloody retiring here. This is, I'm going to try and ask him to reconsider as well. Maybe we can try and convince him to sign for another year. I don't know. Not that it matters to me, but that's, what a way to go out, though, by basically almost one of the players that's most key and important in keeping Huesca up is my man, Yaya Toure. And Camacho has more time to keep his promise. Promising selling him. He's going to retire. What do you want me to do? Do you think that's why Yaya Toure... Ah, cheeky boy. I don't know. I think he's desperate not to play in this last game, I have to say. Do you think that's why he's been playing so badly as of late? He's already decided like where he's buying his holiday house and he's off. Okay, so they are, in theory, all going to be available, which is good. All the games at the same time. So Vallecano playing Getafe and Valladolid away at Villarreal. Oh, I think Girona might just be safe by the virtue of the fact that these two are going to struggle to win these games away from home. First things first, Hernandez, Gaia, Juanpi, Toure, Melero, Amadou, Okapo, Echete, Insua, Luisinho, and of course Jovanovic. First team squad, I know it's a high injury risk, but they have had a week off now, so we should be okay. It's the final game of the season. I'm going to go with, does anyone else really need to come in here? Not really. Okay, we're going to stick with that, essentially. However, it's what they are doing. We know what they're going to do with this. That's fine. but it's a question of what we do about it defensively. They're vulnerable to 4-4-2s. That's the thing we really got to concentrate on, really. I'm going to look at the analysis reports quite simply here. They drew 0-0 with Sociedad. They concede from crosses still, play shots, and they have conceded a fair amount of goals. Actually, 22 in 20 games is not bad, to be honest. Whoa, they love passing out from the back, so we're probably going to need to press them, I'd say. And wow, that passing network is so spread out. That's so strange. Usually it's very clustered. Mostly at the back here. Okay. What about against Atletico? Comfortably beaten 3-0 by Atleti, but they did beat Athletic. So generally speaking, when they play better, it's because they're going more down the wings than when they go through the centre, although that's pretty compressed as well. Don't like a long ball, though. They didn't make many passes at all in this game. What are they actually looking like playing today? I've got to check that. So it looks like they're actually going to play... no, so they're going to put 2 strikers on instead of 1. Whereas against Sociedad, they played with 1 striker. Madrid, again, they played with 1 striker. But against Bilbao, they did actually play with 2. So that's kind of what we're really looking at here. Which they generally play against better teams. Or similar rated. I guess we maybe count similar rated. I don't know. They do tend to score more chances than they concede, though. What about formations faced? Where's our one? Is that one? Yeah. See, again, they generally speaking score more goals against this system than they concede. What's their worst? To be fair, they're actually not bad. Yeah, I thought it might be something like this. Have they played against a 4-2-3-1? They have, but again, I guess the reason that this shape probably works better against them is because there's an attacking midfielder to sort of occupy their DMs, but they also still have a screen, so they can't get their inverted wingers directly at the defence of a team. And I might be tempted to actually try something today, because I know for a fact that we're crap against that shape that they play. When we've played against that system... Where's the system they play? It's this one here. It's been a bit hit and miss, though we have only faced it 3 times, admittedly. Though we create so many chances, the only formation that we can genuinely say that we really struggle against is the 4-4-2. We've predominantly come up against these systems, and for the most part, we're up is to go out there with our standard system. However, backup plan would be to push someone like Toure or Malero further forward, or maybe bring someone on for that, and then drop into a 2 in the DM roles, and then a midfielder in here to try to counteract them a little bit. That's the plan. See how we do it to begin with, just playing like this. If things start to look a little bit dodgy, then we'll switch over. Like, this game's kind of meaningless, but I still want to try and put our best foot forward. So Brassanats is the guy that's their main playmaker, so we'll leave Pina alone. Burgi, let's see who's actually their key man. So Royan is their main goal scorer, although it doesn't appear as though he's in the team, which is nice. Takeshi Inui is a big dribbler, rather, and again, he doesn't look like he's in the squad either. Most assists have come from Johnny, and it doesn't look like he's in the squad either. So this is quite a weakened side. With that in mind, I might just turn some of these down and be a little bit more slow with it. Although if they're going to play out from the back, we might be able to press them a little bit more. I think that's the best thing we can really come up with. They do look like they're playing a weakened team. All right, fine, we're going a bit harder on Cagliari. But other than that, I'm prepared to go out and just do what we do, but with a plan in our back pocket just in case, because I want to try and see if that works. We owe them. It's always nice to see. Wow, that's a lot of motivation and confidence. We will just leave it right there. We've definitely got players that could slot in. I think Chong and Woodburn could both play in behind the striker if we need them to. Even Willock. Let's go. See what we can come up with against them today. Change things if we need to. Just keep an eye on the other matches too. I want to see how the relegation battle down at the bottom is shaping up, because it does require... Oh my god, Gadetti's already through, and it's a huge tackle from Minsua. But yeah, both Valladolid and Getafe essentially have to win in order to have any hopes of staying up. And even then, it's basically them battling each other. He's probably going to try and shoot or something. Malero. That's nice football from us, actually. Shattered with another ball in, maybe. Cleared away again. Amadou. Malero. Oh, wow. He got some force behind that. Nice work, though. Toure. That's more like it. Spread that ball out wide. Luisinho cutting into the centre. Finds Malero on the ball. Round the side for for Hernandez, but really nobody in the box. And that's kind of a problem. Malero. Toure. Oh! What a strike from Yaya Toure. That would have completely made up for his failings lately. And Villarreal are beating Valladolid, and as things stand, they are probably going down. Girona might well survive just in spite of that. Blanco. Boogie. Blocked again. And Juanpi could carry us on a breakaway here now. We need Hernandez to make the run. He is sort of doing something. Not a lot, but something. Gaillard. Oh. Had a few shots, but no shots on target yet, which is a bit concerning. And it's 2-0 to Villarreal. And I think that might well be curtains for Valladolid. Brassanats. Pina. Knocking... Oh, no. I just don't know. What is this? Look at this. Ball comes through. He runs underneath it for some reason. Esheta then just stops to let Guedetti come past him. The keeper then pulls out an amazing stop anyway, but it doesn't matter because they've got it on the rebound. What was that? Both centre-backs decided not to be footballers anymore. I was going to move to attacking. So the change I want to make is Toure up into this position here. And we're going to move Malero back to sit a bit deeper here, but as like a Segundo Volante on attack, so that he can get forward a little bit, but just occupy that position. It's not his ideal role, I grant you, but I don't think who's better, really. We might make a change in the second half to bring a more apt player in here, but I don't want to do it yet, but I do want to switch to attacking. At this point, anything's worth a crack. Let's try and match that sort of approach and try and take them out of the game a little bit more with a slightly different situation. They'll be able to offer themselves like this for Toure when we're on the attack. A Capo. He'll still... Oh, and Gaia! Still got options out in the wide areas. Still not great. Gaia. Malero. Lovely ball. Juanpi brings it down. Oh my god, what a goal from Juanpi. Well, that is an absolutely insane equaliser from Juanpi. His 7th of the season. That's probably one of the best. He scored that wonderful volley before. The pick out here from Gonzalo Malero. He's just sitting in a little bit more space. Time to look up. Whips one into the channel. But look at this for a first touch from Juanpi. Takes it on the chest. Inside. I don't know what the defender's doing. But then beautiful left-footed strike. That is an insane finish from Juanpi. And we're 1-1. Lovely stuff. Figueroa. Over the top for Guedetti. What are you doing? The defender. What is he playing at? Again. It seems like he's, for all the world, as if he's just going to win this. And then he just decides not to. Does he slide? He's in front of Guedetti, in front of Guedetti, in front of Guedetti, and then just touches it into his path. Beautiful defending. I give up. That is mental. The defenders today have let us all down, which is something I could say quite frequently, I've got to say. The high line is responsible partly for that as well. But it wasn't so bad that that should be happening. I mean, come on. We've certainly not been amazing today, though. Not a good touch from Malero. Not a good touch at all. The defender... What are you doing? Just run after the ball! I do wonder if we need to swap those two over, but... Oh! Mother... Oh, my God. Yeah, the high line is definitely causing us some problems there. As are the ability of our players to control a football. Those are the two things that are causing us main problems. We can do something about the first thing by dropping a little bit deeper. The second one, I think that's up to God to decide. Weird. Alright, well, we're going to try and take that out of the game. Firstly. First things first. Just going to drop that defensive line a tiny little bit there. Still weird, though, that they've been so bad at that today. Maybe it is because we've shifted stuff around a little bit. Malero did provide the assist, but I kind of want Toure there because he does such a good job of that. No, I think we're going to have to get Woodburn on. And maybe, in fact, turn Toure into a deep line playmaker so we can still dictate the game from further back. But we're going to move Woodburn onto more of a shadow striker. Getting him bombing in behind, maybe. Let's go out there, have a little bit of a better second half. Maybe someone who's a bit more adept in that role, like Ben Woodburn, could maybe get up there and support Juan Hernandez a little bit more and make some runs and beyond. Back to a Capo. And Getafe are winning. And Wood actually managed to stay up. That win against us might well be the key for them. Luisinho's ball. Hernandez! Saved by Pacheco. Okay, second half has started strongly for us. But imagine if Getafe actually stayed up after not winning in like 17 matches to win their last 2, and that be enough to keep them in the league. Juanpi's free kick. Go on, lad. Oh, what a save by Pacheco. Brilliant save. Like, fantastic save. Now they could be getting forward and get into that space a little bit more. Kalan's going to lose it. Oh, Juanpi! Oh, tipped over by Pacheco, and we should be level. Again, they really should be out of sight, Alaves. And if they don't win this, then it'll be their own fault. But we should have been level there. And one by Toure. Go on, use it. There we go. Hernandez is sort of in behind. He's through. He's going to miss. Of course he's going to miss. Because he does hit the target a lot, I would say. But he just seems to always hit the goalkeeper. That was a tighter angle, I've got to also admit. But, like, one of these days, you feel like you should still score a few of those in a season. Amadou. And I feel like he has scored one. One in a season. Because we really are pounding on the door now. And we only need one goal, amazingly, because we are only a goal down. Costas. Galan. Toure. Long shot incoming. Woodburn can cut have the shot, maybe. He is... Oh, what a strike from Ben Woodburn. Pacheco makes a stop. The question is whether they can withstand 20 minutes of this onslaught. Woodburn! Oh, such a close opportunity there. He really should be hitting the target. Picasso. Esheta wins it. Can Acapo fire? Yes, he can. What about this from Carlos Acapo? And it's 2-0 to Getafe. They're going to stay up. Luisinho. Can he get that ball in? He does. Juanpi's header. And Acapo can keep this in. Can he... Oh, if he could have knocked that back inside for someone. Wakaso. Guedetti. Oh, and Sheta's pulled him down. And that's the yellow card for Xabi Cachetti. Unfortunately, both of our centre-backs have been abysmal today. We're going to go over one centre-back because, come on. Dig out an incredible late equaliser to at least get us to 36 points to finish off the season. Toure, so it's inside for Woodburn! Oh, not a good one. Luisinho's clearance. Woodburn could maybe fire a ball in behind. Or at least do something. Actually, it's a good piece of running from Woodburn, if nothing else. Hernandez, can he knock it inside for someone? He might. Please square it. Please square. Oh, my God. You. Oh. He hasn't. Juanpi, if he squares that, Juanpi has an open goal, and yet he's chosen to take the shot. I just don't know. Like, Juanpi literally would have had a tap in at the back post if he squares that ball. Cagliari down to the touchline, whips it in, and that's going to surely finish off this match anyway. Don't know if they'll even get to take the corner. Well, they will, but it's not going to matter. And there we go. Huesca 1, Deportivo Alavés 2. I think they deserved the win on the night just out of the pure number of chances they created, but we gave them so many of those opportunities, which is most frustrating. We definitely sorted ourselves out. Should have scored a couple of goals in the second half, but as always, Juan Hernandez couldn't hit a donkey's back door with a banjo's backside. That's the expression, isn't it? I don't know. And you might say, you've been too harsh on him, but like, come on. There has to be a moment when you've got to say, this guy has missed every single one-on-one chance for the last 6 months. Do you have to go, maybe he's not doing his job properly? That being said, he also had the opportunity to square a ball for Juanpi for a literal tap-in, and he didn't do that either. So, yeah. Absolute dreadful player. Like, if he could score a goal, he'd be miles clear of it. The last fact that it's taken him, I don't know. We've stayed up anyway, and he's definitely played his role in that, but not by doing the job they were supposed to do. So I feel like Enric Gallego would have genuinely scored more goals had we had him in the team for this period. But there you go. Juanpi thankfully got us a goal on the night. Esheta had an absolute woeful time of it, getting booked 3 times. 3 times? Good lord, no. Getting booked 2 times in 6 minutes and seeing his marching orders. Insua should have been booked by me just for his appalling performance on the night as well. Costas did an alright job when he came on, but it just was not to be. Unfortunately, Toure, however, with his 7.0, seems like he had a reasonably good day playing slightly deeper in the team. Maybe he was able to get on the ball a bit more. Maybe he just needed a little bit of a new lease of life. I don't know. Point is, dreadful performance overall. Well, I don't know. We still deserve to lose the game. We gave them way too many chances. And so there endeth our season. The 2-0 victory for Getafe does keep them up on the final day. Them winning their final 2 matches of the season allows them to stay up on head-to-head over Girona. That is quite something, considering they'd not won a single match for like nearly half the year, and then they finally remember what it was like to win by beating us, and then go out in the next match and win a brilliant one away at Rayo Vallecano to stay up. Vallecano, who've conceded 72 goals this season and somehow stayed in the top flight. The worst defence in the league, but they have scored a reasonable amount of them too. So there's that. The fact that Betis went and finished up as high as 13th in the end is pretty damn impressive. Yeah. It's a bit of a weird one for us, but we will take it. We've stayed up 16th place. It's more than I could have ever asked for from the lads this season, and that's the most pleasing thing. So let's take a quick look at some of the stats just briefly. Alex Gaillard and Javi Galan cover the most ground between them. Amazingly, Juan Hernandez's conversion rate is still 21%, which does baffle me somewhat. Juanpi actually finishes on 9. He didn't get an assist for like a long time. Yaya Toure finishes on 79 key passes, the best in the entire division by some distance. And he created 16 chances, which is the most in the league, including in front of Lionel Messi. When you look at team details, we did not get a lot of the ball. We took 3 penalties and scored 1 of them in the league. Not great. What a decent number of headers, though. Scored the 12th most goals in the league at 43. It's not bad when you consider where we were. Cross completion, though, was very decent. And we did score 10 goals from corners, so we were very good from set pieces. Insua scored like 5. Just the 2 indirect free kicks, though. Sorry, no, only 1 indirect free kick. One of the lowest pass completions, though. But we did create the most chances of any team. 73 chances created, which baffles my goddamn mind. When you look at the positions of the teams down the bottom here, they are almost all bottom half teams until you get to Real Madrid. Though the only other outlier here is Eibar as well, who created an awful lot of chances and should have done better. Like, we should have been scoring more goals with that amount of chances. Hit the target a lot too, 48%. Decent number of shots on target as well. Not great on defending, though. Defending. Goals from corners. Oof. 9. Direct free kicks, 4. That's 13. Indirect free kicks, 13. That's 26 goals from set pieces. Oh, not to mention the 2 penalties as well. So 28 goals from set pieces and dead ball situations. Not great. And imagine if we'd have figured that out on earlier. Imagine if we hadn't actually conceded a set piece goal for a little while. So I suppose that, well, no, actually, no, we conceded a corner against Getafe. So ignore that entirely. Anyway, that's how things finish off. I'd say it's been a pretty fun season, to be honest. We had a pretty poor finish in there, in all honesty. Only winning 1 of our last, like, 7 matches or something. But thank God for that win against Eibar. That's what's kept us in the league. Without that, we'd be in real trouble. Some of those disappointing results made up for by other good results as well. So, if you've enjoyed this episode and this series, probably not going to see anything like this again on the channel. Drop a like on the video. That'd be gorgeous. And if you are new to the channel, subscribe. That's cool too. We've got loads of cool stuff coming up soon, so stay tuned for that. I'll see you guys very soon. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for coming. Bye-bye.